Today's video is a review of the Inner Work Journal from Simple Self. The Inner Work Journal is a 13-week guided journey to better mental health. It's designed to be paired with their planner, which is called the Self-Care Planner. I have one with me that I'm going to be reviewing in a different video. So if you want to see more after you see this review and you want to learn about that weekly planner, make sure you subscribe so that you can see that one when it goes out. Around this time of the year in 2021, I used their daily planner for about a month and I posted a review on my blog. I'll leave a link in the description to that, and enjoyed the quality of this company's product and knew that when I saw that this journal came out that I wanted to get one. And I really think that they did a really great job with this, especially knowing how well they put together their planner. I knew that their journal would be great. Sometimes I find that journals feel a little bit superficial and don't go deep enough. And this one definitely is one that I feel is more on like the deeper end of things. So the first page is just for writing your name and contact information. And then you have a note from the creator, Marilyn. It explains that the Inner Work Journal is designed to strengthen your relationship with yourself and improve your mental health by helping you develop effective coping strategies, nurture your inner child, and connect with your emotions and needs. Inner work can help you show up from a place of deep emotional awareness, which will not only create a profound impact on your daily life, but may even inspire those around you to make changes as well. Before this review, I did a gift ideas for journals, and I included this one in there even though I didn't yet have this in my hands. So I really think this would be a fantastic gift idea if you don't want to get it for yourself. If you know someone, this would be great for that. So the next page is basically an index explaining the breakdown of the journal. First, you're going to have a holistic health self-assessment. You're going to have a spot for mental health goals, an area for coping strategies, calling it a toolbox. And then every week you have a weekly reflection, weekly intentions, weekly healing journal prompts. And every day you're going to have a daily check-in reflection. And then towards the end of the journal, you're going to have reframing negative thoughts, and then a section with just blank notes pages. So this health assessment is designed to help you figure out what things are going well in your life based on 5 different categories. They are social, physical, emotional, lifestyle, and spiritual. So you have a dedicated space for listing out what's going well, and then space for where you need improvement. Then you jump into the mental health goals page. You have space for 6 goals, and each goal you can list out why is this goal important, and then some potential obstacles to achieving that goal. At the top over here, it gives a brief example for how to set a goal. It basically wants you to be specific and measurable. So rather than I want to start therapy, you should set like a timeline. So in this example, in the next 3 months, I want to find a therapist who I can be truly vulnerable with. So that's a really great way of framing how to word one of your goals. Okay, this page is interesting. It is a coping strategies toolbox, and you basically have 4 sections, and you're not expected to fill it all out at the start of the journal. So I would leave space. I personally probably would leave space on this side, or just in general leave space under each feeling for things that you will or won't do, because as you go through the process, you'll be able to identify, the more you learn about yourself, what things you won't do and what things you will do when you feel a certain way. So this box right here says when I feel, and then you list out the feeling, and a box for I will, and then I won't. So I think a really great example probably would be like when I feel stressed out, you can list out what you will do in those moments and what you won't do in those moments. So after that, then you jump into, we're getting close to the weekly and the daily pages. So here you have a weekly intentions page, a section for social, physical, emotional, spiritual, and lifestyle. So this one says something I feel connected to others, something that is kind to my body, emotional, something to help me connect with my emotions, something to help me be mindful and present, and something that I'm doing just for fun. So these are great that they broke it down into those different categories for you to list out some intentions. Then you have a weekly healing journal entry page. It's basically 2 pages, and these line spacing definitely are wide enough. They look like they're more than a 1/4 inch. I don't have a ruler right here with me to tell you exactly, but they definitely look wider than a 1/4 inch. And each of these journal entries that you see are going to be different throughout. So the prompt right here is not going to repeat every week. So whatever this prompt is, this is the only space you have to journal about that prompt. And then you can move on. The next week will be a different one, which I love when journals do that. I love when there's variety and it's not repetitious. But I do think the daily pages are basically the same every single day. So every day in here, you have 2 pages basically to fill out. So you've got the side and this side. So you got a spot for the date. It says it's a daily check in. So this is meant to do in the beginning of the day. Some kind words for yourself, an area for you to check in with what your mood is in the morning. And then you can come back and fill in your mood in the PM over here. You have a spot to rate your energy level and your stress level. What do I need today? How can I meet this need? And then down here, you have some check boxes that you can check off. How am I supporting my mental health today? And it lists off all different kinds of ways, like taking your medications in the morning and in the evening, or vitamins, rest, exercise, time with others, healthy eating, proper hydration, time outside, limited screen time, hobbies and recreation, therapy, self reflection, meditation, practicing gratitude. And then it has one blank space that you can fill out however you want. And then on this side, there's a daily reflection. So this is meant to be filled out at the end of the day to reflect. One good moment from today, one thing I'm letting go from today. Today I felt, and a whole bunch of words, which I love it whenever a journal isn't open ended like this, because sometimes it's kind of hard for me personally to come up with like an emotion feeling. So sometimes journals will include a page that has like a wheel of emotions that you can pick from. But I like that this one, I don't think I've seen any journal do that where they listed out a whole bunch of feeling words and you can just check from it. So it basically takes the pressure off from you to think. And you are not limited to just picking one feeling. You can have had multiple feelings throughout the day and you can check them all. And you do have 2 blank spots to list out any feeling that you might have felt that isn't listed here. What contributed to this feeling? And then let it out. So this is a section where you can just journal whatever you want to, or you can draw, doodle, because it's blank, it's not lined. And then you've got the 7 days, and then it repeats to where you'll have another weekly journal entry at the end of the 7 days. So before it jumps into the weekly intentions, it does have a weekly reflection. It says, how was your mental health this week overall? And you can rate very bad, bad, okay, good, excellent. How do you feel when you look back on the week? And then again, it gives you a bunch of words. Again, I really appreciate that they're giving all the words so that you don't have to think too hard, and it can feel easy. 2 blank spaces for some additional words that you might want to check for feelings. What coping strategies worked well for you this week? List the factors or events that affected your mental health this week. Positive effect, negative effect, and then one small thing you can do next week to improve your mental health. And then it repeats. So you'll see it goes to another weekly intentions, and then you've got your second journal entry, which is a different weekly healing prompt. Now I'm going to go ahead and skip through because there are going to be 13 weeks like that, exact same format. But at the end, let's see, we have some. Okay, at the end of the last 13 week, there's a blank page that actually just says reframing negative thoughts on the back side of that. And then it has a list of negative thought patterns. It has some all or nothing thinking, see something as black or white, and nothing in between. So that's when it's like nothing good ever happens to me. The jumping to conclusions. So these are lists of different types of patterns. And then it gives an example of each of them. So this one is a negative assumption about what others think, or I know that they are making fun of me behind my back. Personalization, should statements, overgeneralization, negative bias or negativity bias, fortune telling, labeling, emotional reasoning, magical thinking, double standard, catastrophizing. And then it's got spaces for you to reframe a negative thought. So you can list out your negative thought here. How distressing is this thought? Evidence that this thought is true, evidence that this thought is false, negative thought pattern at play. And then you can check off which of those it falls into, which category, which of these categories, like which thought pattern it is identified with. What would you say to a friend in this situation? And then reframe your thought to be more helpful and kind. So you've got several, let's see how many. So I guess anytime you have a moment where you are having a negative thought, you can come to this and fill out one of these pages. And it looks like you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you've got enough for 10 negative thoughts that you can reframe. And then you have some line notes pages, and all of these line spacings are exactly the same. Just based on me eyeballing it, none of the line spacings are changing. They all look plenty wide, so if you have bigger handwriting, this should be enough. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a lot. 12, 13, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25, and then the very back page is like blank with the company's information on it. So yeah, this journal is a wire O binding, which is not my favorite, but the month that I used their daily planner, which is on the exact same coil and it has the exact same linen type cover, I had 0 issues with it and nothing fell apart or anything. It functioned perfectly fine. So this journal being only 13 weeks, what's that, about 3-ish months, it should hold up pretty well. Let me know in the comments if you think that this journal is something that you would get for yourself, or if you know somebody that would appreciate this. Maybe share this video with them, let them know that this is an option, especially since it's a very new product. I wouldn't be surprised if during the holiday season, which we're coming up upon sometime in the next couple weeks, Simple Self Co., the company that makes this, will likely package this journal in like a bundle type set deal, because last year on their site they did sort of that kind of thing with like a gift set where they bundled the planner with items that they normally don't have on their site. Like I think I remember seeing a pair of fuzzy socks. So I would get on their email list. I think also because they give you like a $10 off code or 10% off code. I did purchase this one from Amazon. I'll make sure to leave the link, my Amazon affiliate link, in the description. But you can get this straight from their website. I'm not affiliated with them like personally direct. So the link that I'll share is just straight to their site. Get on their email list. Definitely highly recommend this journal. And again, if you want to see the weekly planner, I'll go ahead and pop that video up over here so that you can head over and see that. Thanks for watching. Bye.